Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Florida Panthers Ice, and where tonight's match, it's your FAU Owls taking on the USF Bulls once again. Last night, we had some great magic between these two teams, more specifically on the Owls side, as they defeated the Bulls 10-4. And let's see what the Owls will have in store. Welcome to a little bit of our pregame show. You know, one of the key things talking with these players, some of the guys, especially Gunnar, who was in starting net last night, he said that really setting the tempo, setting the tone early was so key in ensuring that these guys would be able to set a tone for the whole season. And when you have a quote like that, it just really goes to show what these guys want to start the tempo and get this game going. And starting in the net tonight is Rocco, who would really be a strong focal point to talk about, just because, you know, he's been so strong for a short stature size there. But we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. In the meantime, we got some players warming up, some of the guys that were warming up earlier, and they seem to be focused on bringing the same success from last night until tonight as well against the Bulls. And one other thing, too, they all admit they got to stay out of that sin bin. Staying out of the penalty is going to be absolutely crucial for these guys to make sure that they continue their success on the offensive side against the Bulls. And don't forget, Owl fans and Bulls fans, if you got your comments and questions, don't forget you can put them in chat. I'll do my best to make sure I answer them when I can. You know, I love to interact with all the hockey fans out there. It doesn't matter which team you're representing, or if you're just a spectator tonight just to watch some good college hockey, then welcome. I'm your host once again, Nick Cruz. Make sure you're following us on all social media. Again, that's going to be at FAU Hockey Club. You can follow us here exclusively on Owl TV, where we have all the broadcasting and live streaming rights for your FAU Owls. And if you want to give me a like and a follow as well, hey, why not? You can follow me on Instagram at Nick_thevoice_Cruz. We got our DJ friend, Matthew Dorsonville, a.k.a. DJ Oxetic. Give him a follow as well, who's on the ones and twos tonight. He does all our events for FAU when it comes to the clubs and athletics. Also part of Owl Radio. Currently right now I'm seeing that Justin Macavina now coming to the front side, grabbing a little bit of water. Some of the other players as well getting themselves prepared for the match. You know, it's not so easy when you're coming out of a doubleheader like this one, and you know, you get tired. It was a late night game. There was a lot of action that was going on. It's not an easy situation to be in when you have to try to continue the same success from last night and bring it here on the ice, especially when you have a record-breaking crowd of 692. It was an absolute full barn here last night, and to me it was immaculate. The vibes were immaculate. The energy was incredible. And it just goes to show that hockey is back in South Florida. As we look down on the bench side, we have the general manager of the FAU Owls, Scott Grosky, who's having some words with some of his fellow colleagues here, probably discussing how the Bulls are lined up and maybe going to make some changes here in the line, which we've seen already. Some guys being scratched. From what I can see from across from my glass pane view, I see that Gunnar Stevens, who was the starting goalkeeper from last night, is scratched, along with Doherty, who's also scratched. And I believe, yeah, it's kind of hard to see from this other side there, but yeah, it looks like we do have some scratches there. Meanwhile, we do have Andrew Newborn, who is the other new goalkeeper, joining the FAU Owls, getting warmed up along with Tommy Ziemba in the bottom side. And all the action, again, you can find exclusively here on Owl TV. Catch us live. You don't want to miss all the action here. FAU and the Bulls, as we're 2 minutes away from game time. We're going to step away here for a moment, and we'll be right back continuing more coverage. Owls, Bulls, stick around. You don't want to miss it.
Tonight we're on the run while we chase the morning sun until our paradise is shown, so we can live forever young. Follow the echoes of your soul to the edge of far beyond. But no matter where you go, just be sure to make it on the last train to paradise.
And welcome back, and as we get ready for tonight's live stream, hello everyone, welcome once again. It's FAU Owls taking on the USF Bulls. I'm your host, Nick Cruz, and we got another packed barn getting ready to get filled up. We had some crazy weather delays outside, and for those who are driving to the Florida Panthers Ice Den right now, please drive safely. We know the roads are slippery, and most importantly, we care about your safety. However, if you're home where it's nice and dry, you got your Uggs, you got your onesies, you got your snacks and your drinks ready to go, well, you came to the right stream. This is where you want to be tonight. We got a lot of great action you're not going to want to miss. As we stand by right now for the players that are getting ready to hit off the ice here for the pregame ceremonies. Based off what we can see here right now, Rocco Bruno looks like he will be starting, or will it be Andrew Newborn? We're still waiting on confirmation on the starting lineup there, but we can definitely see the teams right now lining up to get ready. And it looks like it might be Newborn on the starting lineup. Let's step away and hear from the PA and the starting lineups. Wonderfully done, and welcome back, everyone, to the broadcasting here for the FAU Owls. Once again, I'm your host, Nick Cruz. You know, the starting lineup is a strong one. They're going to be with some top pairings here. First off, Matthias Weir, who's been absolutely red hot. He won gold here not too long ago, first place in Division I for Team Argentina. He got himself some points, along with David Israel. Continues his MVP status like playing last night. Of course, you don't want to ever forget about DJ Randall, the president of the club, who's been having a fantastic start of the season last night. And Greenberg, he was like a man possessed on defense. Absolutely sensational. Will he be able to continue that same progress he had last night to tonight? There's only one way to find out. And as these players come in to get themselves lined up, they're having some last-minute discussions with their coaches and the USF Bulls themselves. They don't want to have a repeat from last night. They want to start off strong. One key factor, again, the Owls have got to make sure they stay out of that sin bin. And the same can be said for the Bulls here, because the Bulls found themselves on the penalty kill quite a few times as well. So both teams want to keep it less chippy and see what they can do to really have some success. As we get ready for a puck drop in a moment here, any second now, these players will be going on. See Matthias Weir tied up there a little bit with Adam Offenbach from the USF Bulls. And here we go. It's a puck drop there. Rocco, who sends the puck down. The Bulls try to regain a start possession, but they don't. The puck tiptoes over to the Bulls side. The Bulls hanging on to possession, tips it off a little bit. Didn't really go tape to tape so strong as it puck just flipped over a little bit off the stick, and a big body check already from the Owls. Starting off strong, and that's a message the Owls are going to send right here in the beginning of the season. They did it last night. They want to show again, this is important. Starting the season strong is how you finish strong, and they're already showing some bodies flying already. Greenberg, along with McAvina, trying to chip in. Bulls try to save it to keep it in net, but they can't. As the Bulls peek backwards, Matthias Weir pinches in. They send the puck. It goes around back to behind the trapezoid where Rocco Bruno, the new goalkeeper, the freshman, he ships it on over. Keith Goldberg pinches backwards, and the Bulls have possession. Passing it back over to the far-hand side. It tips and hits Keith Goldberg as he was trying to get to the bench. Chipped away. The Bulls now trying to get possession. They do. Here's an opportunity. Just doesn't find his stick. He slips it over to the side behind the trapezoid. And Rocco keeps his body low. Meanwhile, the defensive pairings continue from the FAU Owls as they cross over the offensive line. One-time opportunity. What a save from the Bulls. Opportunity again was right there from the open lane, but couldn't stuff it home. Boy, if that was a Thanksgiving turkey, that stuffing wouldn't be any good. Oh, and another big hit from the Bulls. Goes over the cross side, and it goes down. Both teams crash their bodies as Brockett tries to go in deep. The Owls now finding themselves in some zone time here on the Bulls' end. The Bulls tip over the blue line. One-time shot, saved by Rocco. What a save by Rocco Bruno. It wasn't a clean save, but it was a necessary save to make sure that puck didn't get onto the opposition side to be a rebound that would have been costly. Owls with possession. One time again, they find it. Slaps it. What a save by the Bulls. Sheridan, who had to relieve Janal last night, comes into the starting net here for the Bulls. And let's remind the Owls and the Bulls, when Janal was in it, he got chased out by the Owls. With a quick first goal from the Owls, this time not so much as we approach 17:53. Face-off dot win by the Owls. Owls begin their attack. Trying to find a lane, he does. Owls with zone time. Campagna gets checked. No problem there. One-time slap, he got an opportunity back in. It's saved by Sheridan, but the puck is still loose. Trying to get to Campagna, and it does. Anthony Campagna sends the puck around, goes behind the trapezoid of the Bulls. Trying to slide it through, but can't find it. One times it off the skate of the Bulls, and they're off. Once again, forward action there as Zachary Fleer from the Bulls, who has possession now, tries to get over to the far left-hand side. It does, and stripped away from the Owls, who are trying to play a little more defensive here to clean it up. We're definitely seeing a lot more cohesion from the Bulls compared to last night. They look like they're a little bit more determined to send a message to the Owls that last night might be a fluke, but we'll only find out. Some words are being said, but they get a line change anyways as the Bulls. Owls now with the opportunity, gets a lane. Trying to find his man open, and saved by Sheridan. We'll talk about the action there. Easy glove save. They have some words there in the moment. But nothing too crazy, nothing too serious, and that's what you want to keep it clean. Remember, none of these teams really want to go inside the sin bin so early. Baraldi now, who's going to be taking the face-off point here against Aaron Kalowa. Kalowa, who won it, and the Bulls lose possession. Owls now going to play it against the board, playing it deep. He gets body checked, but the Owls keep the possession. Another big hit, and it was clean enough for the Bulls to get the defensive clearing they needed. They're on the attack. They can't strip him. Number 9, who had opportunity. Beautiful save by Greenberg, who put the poke in, checked it away. The Bulls now regain possession. It's still over their side now. They're going to have to find themselves to try to enter the zone. Beautifully passed, but doesn't connect as Klua sends the puck in deep. Yeah, now the Bulls are really going to start playing that puck deep in there as they're really going to start finding some tempo on the offensive side. Gloves it down. Now the Bulls once more gets on the other side. Backhand pass. It connects. An opportunity for the Bulls. Saved by Rocco Bruno. Yeah, that's a good save by Bruno to really make sure that doesn't get too far off his side. And the Bulls, and that is going to be over the sideline here. Well, if you're just joining us, the current score right now, it's 0-0 at 15:59 here in the first period. We're starting to see some fans hop in, really get things growing. Don't forget, fans, if you have questions, comments, I'm here to answer them. We want to interact with you. And remember, you can watch all the games of FAU Owl hockey exclusively on Owl TV. Matthias Weir with the puck. Who's trying to battle it? He does. Sends it one time off the crossbar. It doesn't go in. There was an opportunity there, but it just doesn't find it. Crossbar once again, and it's just a save by Sheridan. Looking at the both benches there, I think the coach right now is having some discussion of maybe who he might want to change up a bit here, but things to be seemed a little bit solid at 15:38 here in the first. Beautiful draw win. Oh, just whipped on the shot, Matthias. One-time slapper off the pads of Sheridan. Gets a back check. Good, doesn't connect. Slips up a little bit to the Bulls, who has an opportunity. Saved off the top by Bruno, who just barely makes a top save. Keith Goldberg tries to tip over the line. He does. Gets a lane open. Couldn't connect with the pass. It finds a backhand zone. They collide, and Sheridan keeps his body low. Here comes Caleb Owens, who finds a man but can't seem to finish it on the right-hand side. The Bulls regain possession and now tipped over the blue line on trying to get zone time in the Owls, but they don't. Yeah, it's beautifully well done defensively by the Owls right now to clean it up. The Owls, body hits, one again. Can't seem to do it. Leon Miller, who's been a big player last night. Yeah, he was so big last night. You can see a lot of ice time. The coach has a lot of confidence in his play, and we saw some of his friends and family just playing so well on each side. It's been an incredible thing to watch right now. On both ends, we know what it means to be cleaning up their action here. And both sides one time trying to get it, but doesn't connect. As the Bulls are going to try to streak, they get tripped up. Well done defensively as Miles Davison makes sure he tangled up his man. Goes over the red line. Oh, big hit. He slips up, no problem. And Leon Miller takes a hit. Goes on the backside. They try to clean it. They do. Miles Davison tries to set up Leon to Davison. Goes back. Tries a one-time slap. And a save by Sheridan. And as right now, reading some of the comments that are saying it's a stream a bit unwatchable, I'm noticing we're having a little bit of Wi-Fi issues, so we are experiencing some lag, but folks, don't worry, we'll clean it up for you guys at the end of the first period. But right now, the current time is 13:50. If you can at least hear the audio, we'll make sure we try to get the video going for you guys here in a moment. In the meantime, the Owls are still having a lot of offensive zone time on the Bulls side. Gets past. Once again, the Bulls are really having to play strong defense here to make sure the Owls don't capitalize. Greenberg, who gets a chance of opportunity, trying to find his man. Greenberg, Axford, one-time slap, save by Sheridan with a split save. Yeah, it was a beautiful split save by Sheridan, and that's an incredible save to get it really strong early on, and Sheridan tries to gobble up, and he does. Yeah, the split was so beautiful. It was an even number during lunchtime when he split a bill. Every time. Beautiful save by Sheridan from the Bulls. They go on the face-off dot. It's won once again by the Bulls. Right now, the current percentage is still in favor of the Owls. Opportunity. Oh, goes over the top side, but doesn't find anywhere. Oh, a big hit from the Owls. And they get a little bit of extra action there. Dante Balsamo, who's on the backside, is going to play some board battling, and he does. But it's stolen back from the Owls, and here's the opportunity. They're going to call this one. I think this is going to be icing. Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, that's going to be icing on the Owls. Current time right now is 12:46 here in the first period. So glad you guys can join us. We're always excited to have you guys here with us. And it's always important to remember what we're seeing here is magic. As they get ready here for the face-off dot, they win it for the Owls. Owls win it as they iced the puck earlier, and they go down to get some action. Oh, a big hit. And now the Bulls have an opportunity to shoot. Oh, just goes past Rocco Bruno. You know, speaking with Rocco, like he says, big save in small packages. And there you go. Their bodies collide, but more extra noise than really any damage there. But the Bulls have an opportunity. They got a landman open. Try to strip away Greenberg, who's been playing defensively sound, does a good job to make sure it tips over away from the line. Rocco, no problem. He's going to tip it, but didn't tip it well enough. Oh, what a beautiful stop defensively. That's David Israel, and they're going to call it. It's going to be a penalty for a high stick. And it's going to be a penalty on the Owls. Yeah, high sticky, and this one's going to go, I believe, on Dante Balsamo. As Dante gets called for high sticking, it's going to be a minor penalty. As the Bulls now go on the power play, and almost tipped over Rocco, but he barely made the save that went over his top pad side. The Bulls now on the attack on the power play. They got to make some magic here. Finding their man. They're setting up their power play, taking their time, looking for the lane. They've got one. Slaps it, saved by Rocco. Trying to trip him up, they do. They're trying to clear it, but the Owls just barely find a way to escape that power play shot. Now going back onto the left-hand side, and they clear it. With 11:30 here, it's 1:25 remaining on the power play for the Bulls. On the ice right now, Matt Beraldi. Yeah, they really want to get their PKs in there. David Israel knows a big guy, big body, who was the MVP from last season. He's got to have a strong game here to really kill off this penalty. The Bulls are now going to try to get themselves repositioned to start their power play once again. Almost gets cleared out. The Bulls, opportunity. Try to find their man. Open one-time shot. Goes screaming to the other side. Playing a little bit of defending the house here. Really trying to set up the umbrella, and they do. The Bulls trying again to find a lane. They get one. It doesn't Kareem as Rocco was way off his side, and that would have gone in, but he slides back. He's hugging down that post deep. Yeah, he's got an interesting hockey, goalkeeping position here. It's not really a butterfly. It looks like a hybrid position. Rocco, who put out his paddle, but it didn't need to connect. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. One-time slapper. Doesn't get very far for the Bulls. The Bulls now just hanging on to this power play to get something going. Saved by Rocco. And it gets a rebound there. They continue with 17 seconds remaining on the power play. The Bulls, one-time opportunity, up atop save, and the puck, and a much-needed line change for the Owls. That was a very big kill that they need with only 2 seconds here remaining on the penalty kill. And it's a stoppage of play here at 10:04 at the first period. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining our live stream. Yes, we know we got a little bit of lag here. Don't worry, we'll do our best to make sure we're cleaning up here during the end of the first intermission. If you can at least hear the audio, welcome. We're so glad you could join us for our live coverage between the Owls and the Bulls. The Bulls in the face-off dot, they kill the penalty. It's the Owls now back on the 5-on-5. It goes on to the right-hand side as the Bulls continue on the same zone pressure once again from the Owls. They go right back into their much-needed position. Have an opportunity, couldn't find it as the Bulls cleared up. Goes to the blue line, the red line. They tip onto the side of the Owls. Beautiful spinorama with an opportunity shot, saves it. Rocco Bruno didn't even see it, but no goal there. The Bulls pinching into the far left-hand side, trying to get it. Rocco Bruno keeps his body low. He's protecting the net from the far right hand. The Bulls gets chipped up. It's a board battle that ensues, but not very much to it as the body hits. The Owls now trying to get that board battle going. Oh, that was an upper hit. No call from the referee. They called the first high sticking, but not on that one. That was a clear hit, but hey, we don't make the rules here. Rocco Bruno with the much-needed save. He gets hit again. Well done, but they're going to let that one go. They clear the line. Another hit. No call from the referee. It is indeed going to be a delay penalty, and it's going to go on the Bulls. It's a power play for the Owls. It's a penalty on the Bulls, and that one's going to be 2 minutes for... Yeah, it looks like that's a 2-minute infraction here for slashing here on the Owls, and that looks like that. We're going to get the number here on the penalty in just a moment. Number 57 from the Bulls. Let's see if I have a name here for you. Looks like he's not on here. It's kind of weird. This is the roster they gave me, but unless they need number 27, that would be Andrew Ward, but it's number 57 for the Bulls who's on the sit bin. And now as the FAU goes on the power play, can they make some magic happen? Israel on the top of the power play. Oh, he tripped up. Israel just lost the opportunity. Israel has to skate back. No problem. Yeah, he's a big guy. He's fast. He's quick. He's got hands. He's slick. It just seems like his form just continues to be incredible. Leon Biller with the shot tonight. One-time slap. It goes to the right-hand side and nothing to it. Diving save to be able to continue the play, and they do. Miles Davison with an incredible diving shot and save there to Matthias Weir. Leon set up. Miles Davison with an opportunity saved away. Stopped. Regained possession. They get in the power play. Set up now. Trying to find their man open. Back to Israel. Israel. Can he get a shot off or find a man? Oh, a stick goes flying directly to the goalkeeper. I've never seen that screening tactic before. Oh, well, a little lipsy-doodle there. A little fake on the pass there. It seems to go all the way back here to David Israel. Trying to find his man, Matthias. Oh, that one just goes way over the top bar as Leon Biller has to now find Miles Davison. He does, passes to Weir with 33 seconds remaining on the power play for the Owls. Israel going back to his friend there. He sends a shot. Leon doesn't get very much off the wood on that one. The game continues. Weir keeps puck possession as they continue on the power play with only 18 seconds remaining on that power play. Finds a lane open. One-time slapped. What a save by Sheridan. Shot. Save by Sheridan again. Sheridan looks a lot more sound on his goalkeeping position with only 4 seconds remaining on this penalty. It looks like it's going to be killed off by the Bulls, no problem. As the game continues on, it's 6:50 with this current score 0-0 for just joining us. With the power play, does nothing really much for the Owls here, even though they had a lot of offensive zone time. A good kill by the Bulls. And an immaculate save by Sheridan. Not once, but twice. The Owls, try to find it, but doesn't do it. It goes all the way back. Of course, there's no icing since it was from the own home team. The Bulls once more tiptoes it over, trying to find their man. And it looks like Macavina's throwing a little bit of the big body there, showing some bodily presence. That's what you want. They're going to try to win off. They wave off the icing as the Owls win the race. Board battle ensues. It looks like they're trying to get that puck going. The referee saying, get that puck moving, get that puck moving. No one seems to be able to find the puck. It looks like it's stuck in there like a piece of bubble gum underneath someone's desk. The Bulls, they end up coming up with possession. And Justin Greenberg, who now goes back and tries to clean it up defensively. He does, gets a little face wash there, but nothing to it, nothing too malicious. And once again, goes for the body check. Well done from the Owls. Possession for the Bulls right now, and it's regained back by the Owls in the Owl zone. Oh, that was a little bit of a high stick, but not in a fraction kind of way, but almost a kind of a Wilson kind of way as Dante tries to step over the blue line. He does. Onside. They're going to continue their relentless attack from the Owls. Yeah, they're spending a lot of offensive zone time in the Bulls, but now the tables have turned as the Bulls regain possession and some zone time here on the Owl side. Oh, what a big hit. That one must have hurt. Bulls now tiptoeing to the blue side. It looks like we got a lot of the Owls getting a little bit disorganized. It looks like everybody's trying to fight for the puck. There was 3 guys on one person right there. Big hit to clear it, and here comes the break. They have opportunity. Their lanes are going, speeding down skate. It goes around the other side. The Bulls are going to have to play a little defensive pressure. Campagna, the shot doesn't get very strong. It was a little bit of a whiffer. And as the Owls are now getting a little bit disorganized on the right-hand side, they got too many guys on one point instead of really getting organized. CJ Randall hops over the ice. The Bulls with possession. They're going to try to get this defensively sound and safe out of their zone, and they don't, and they get it back just barely. Oh, what a hit from the Owls! And the Bulls, they have one guy trying to play the ball, the puck there, and they don't seem to have it. And another body that gets sent flying from Brockett. Getting a little bit more physical is the name of the game here. Off his skate. Would have been a clean breakaway for Keith Goldberg, but doesn't get it. Defensive save, stopped away from Brockett. Brockett makes the save. Rocco Bruno with the paddle to his hand. And well done by Rocco Bruno. Sure, there was a lot of action there as we approach 3:42 here in the first period remaining. Rocco made a little bit of a dangerous save there. If you notice how his paddle tried to get it to his glove, he just seems a little bit, what would be the right word for this, I guess. You know, it's his first game, maybe a little bit shaky there would be the right word. A little bit shaky getting that puck to his glove hand side there to make the stop. And the faceoff is in the Owl zone. The Bulls now send the puck, doesn't clear out too much. As the Owls are going to resend the puck onto the right-hand side, they do. As Keith Goldberg sends it, it tips over the line, would have been offside. Matthias Weir, who grabs the puck, he has an opportunity. Slick miss saved by Sheridan. And that's out of play. We're going to have a face-off point here on the Bulls' end. A lot of the fans here enjoying tonight. Don't forget the music here by my friend Matthew Dorsonville, aka DJ Oxetic, which you can follow him on Instagram, providing in-game entertainment for tonight. Matthias Weir comes off the ice. Yeah, he looks like he's try-heaving right now. He's not happy about that shot. The Owls win the face-off. Getting the lane set up there. Find one man off the skate. Can he not make sure? Oh, yeah, that tipped right over that blue line just barely as David Israel. Now it's going to go to his man. He's trying to communicate with his teammate. The Bulls in a dangerous spot. But nothing to it. Yes, they do. The Bulls with 1, 2, deep, 3 deep. Oh, what a body check. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's going to feel that tomorrow for sure. 20 sends it off to the right-hand side. It doesn't go through and doesn't connect. David Israel, who sent the shot but doesn't find it. David Israel keeps it in the zone. In the Bulls, they're going to play strong defense here. One chance opportunity. Leon Miller, who tries to get it. He sends it over to the board side. Back to David Israel. Big body, they collide. And the Bulls are going to get a 2-on-1 break here. Defensively. Leon trying to stop the man. He does. Rocco Bruno sends it. Oh, yeah, that just crashes the net. But no goal. Yeah. Both of these guys just really crashing in the net, but as we approach 2:22 here near the end of the first period, that was a huge hit, and that net gets completely dislodged. And as they get ready to fix it, it's going to be a face-off point here on the Owl zone. As the Bulls win the face-off dot, it continues action. We're close to ending of 2 minutes here in the first period. We're approaching the end. What seems like relentless action and not too many whistles. Which is great for the fans, but terrible for my voice. But hey, that's what I love to do. Now the Owls an opportunity. Shared it with the person. He scores! And the Owls have broken through. It's 1-0. Here we go. Yep, and it looks like one of the freshmen here are going to get it. What an incredible goal there from the Owls to really get it going. And now we have ourselves a hockey game. Current score is now 1-0 in favor of the Owls at the time of 1:54. We're going to wait on the official call of who scored it. I don't have a name, but at least I think I got the right number, number 80 from the Owls. Yeah, well done to really get this crowd going, get these guys buzzing, especially right before we get near the end of the first period. You want that kind of energy going in. A minute 44. Oh, a big hit by Makovina. Well, remember last game last night, the moment the Owls start smelling blood, they're relentless. They're like sharks in an open ocean of fish. But here comes the Bulls with an opportunity. Can't finish it. Saves off the crossbar. No goal. Just barely made it, but they break the stick. And he makes an incredible save. And, man, the crossbar is your best friend, and it shows right here. Beraldi, who sends him flying back on the other side, gets him tangled up with 1:10 remaining here in the first period. Non-stop action as they continue the board battle. Beraldi, who had a nice hit, continues. Greenberg, who's been phenomenal on defense last night and again tonight. Matthias Weir hops over to the start this lineup here, along with Goldberg, Campagna, Brockett. So they're bringing in the big veterans to wrap up this first period as we approach 40 seconds remaining. The Bulls trying to get themselves going, to at least try to get something back before the end of this first period. Gets it between the skates. The Bulls rushing in forward. Sends it, couldn't find it. He wafts it, and a save by Bruno at the 30-second mark. Yeah, these guys have been showing nonstop action, and the Bulls, well, they know what they're feeling is imperative to them, is that, you know, you're coming down 1-0 at the end of the first. There's still plenty of hockey left, but it's so crucial to remember. We saw this last night, where the exact thing, where as soon as the Owls get going, it just seems like they're relentless. And here we go again with 25 seconds remaining. The Owls going in for their attack. One-time stop, it's blocked away by the escape from the Bulls. And they try to board up the battle there. The Bulls get a break in through. It's going to be a 2v2 here. Defensively, the Owls got to clean it up with only 10 seconds remaining. David Israel sends the puck in. It's saved by the Bulls. It stays on the Owl zone. It goes all the way up in the sky. No one's going to touch it with only 2 seconds remaining. A light touch, and that's going to do it for the end of the first period. Lots of action here. And then end of the first period, it's 1-0 in favor of the Owls. Well, we're going to step away here, take a quick break. We noticed that we did have some latency issues here with our stream. We're going to work on that in a moment once we step away. In the meantime, Owls 1, Bulls 0. Don't go away. Second period action coming here in the next 15 minutes.